In this brush set, you have included 58 brushes plus 3 color palette. All the brushes are divided into different groups depending on which effect of weather do you want to imitate. For example, first you have like some clouds. Also the clouds, there are like 3 types, I'll show you in a minute. Then we have some rain brushes, some lightning brushes, snow, some ice brushes, some sunshine, and some wind. Starting with the clouds, we have 3 types: the texture clouds, fading clouds, and some cloud stamps. The difference between all of those, they are like the following. The texture clouds that you can see, they are like more dense, and also the edges, they are like more defined. They are like great to create like big textures within the illustration. Then we have like the fading clouds, that as the name says, they're like much more fluffy, and the edges, they're like much softer. And you can create here like single clouds, or just like one combination of like clouds all together. Finally, the cloud stamps, they're like clouds that they are just single and you don't have to draw it. All you have to do is just like stamp your Apple pencil and you will create the design. You can see here all the difference between all the clouds textures. Let me show you here all the different fading clouds. And finally, let me show you the cloud stamps. Then we have 6 rain brushes, and all of them are different depending on the consistency and the type of brush that you will like. For example, the rain 1 is a little bit more cartoonish. Rain 2 is also like very dense and opaque, a little bit more like childish. Rain 3 is a bit more realistic. Same as rain 4, it's like thinner and great to create some rainstorms. Rain 5, it has a little bit of like that directional rain. And rain 6, a little bit blurry. The 3 final rain brushes that are a bit different because the window drops, it is prepared to create this effect of a window with the drops after it rains, and the same for the 2 drops. The single drop, as the name says, you can create different drops individually, and the realistic one, it is the same, but just create a more realistic drop. The next brushes, there are 6 lightning brushes. They are all stamp brushes, and let me show you how they work. The way that they work, it is all you have to do is to stamp, and then if you want with the transformation tool, you can move it around to create which one it is the part of the lightning that you would like to show in your illustration. The final brush lightning single, as the name says, it's just like a brush that it just recreates the lightning effect, and you can draw your own. Obviously this one is very quick, but you can do any lightning that you would like. The next 6 brushes, there are 6 snow brushes, and as the name says, they're great to create different snow in your illustrations. All the snow brushes, they're different. Usually snow 1 and snow 2, they are like much softer and gentle than the rest of them. The next 3 brushes, they're great to recreate the texture of the snow when it has fallen in the floor. The first one, it is very smooth, and it creates this fluffiness of the snow once it has fallen. The second one, it's super smooth, as you can see here. And the third one, it creates a much more fun look of the snow, as you can see here. Then we have 6 ice brushes, and as the name says, it recreates the texture of ice in all of them. Let me show you all the different brushes. I'm using Snow 4 to just add some snow in the illustrations. If you see some of the snows they go in places that you don't want to, just with the rubber go over to just erase them. Finally, we have 6 sunshine brushes. When you use your brush, We recommend you go to the layer settings of the brush that you have used. You just need to click in the letter N and then change it into add. You can lower the opacity if you wish. That will create a more lightening and sunshine effect. The Sunshine 5 and Sunshine 6, they are both stamped, so make sure that after you use the transformation tool to just position it wherever you would like. Finally, we have 6 wind brushes that are great to just throw wind in your illustrations. We have 6 different of them. The difference between them, it varies in the smoothness, the particles how far from each other, the rough of the edges, the pressure sensitive. In this illustration, I'm using wind number 2 for the main wind, and then I'm gonna use wind 5 to add some lines into it. Finally, the 3 color palettes included, they are Seasons, Ice and Storm. I hope you enjoy the brushes. Please tag us if you would like us to share your work, and see you next month.